Marrying too young. Dearest Billingsworth the Reddington. I like that one. I would have just gone with Billingsworth Reddington. You know what? If I ever move to Liechtenstein, that's going to be my name, my fake name, when I try to hide my blood money. You know? Because one day I go to a show and I sell the DVDs and I take pictures first, and I take the door and I take all the fucking merch money, and then I just don't do a show. And then I'm going to relocate to Liechtenstein, and I'm going to go by Billingsworth Reddington, and I'm going to have a fucking pocket watch and a little spectacle. Not a spectacle. What do you call that? A little fucking, not a gargoyle. What do you call that thing? Not a cyclops. What do you call that thing when you got a fucking, a bifocal? No, bi means two. Not a trifocal. A unifocal. I'm going bicycle here. Hey, how many more wing walkers are going to die? I didn't know people were fucking wing walking. I didn't know that still fucking existed, and like 3 of them died. See what I tell you? Bad things happen in 3. No, you start over at 3. Keep counting them. I bet thousands of wing walkers have died. Bad things happen when you walk out on a wing, you superstitious cunt. Hey, Bill, am I getting married too young? Well, I've never gotten married, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I will read this. I'm 25 and live with my girlfriend. She's great, pretty, and things are going very well. I've dated her for 4 years, and she's by far the longest relationship I've ever had. She's from a somewhat traditional family where people get hitched in their early 20s. Dude, where the fuck do you live that you're 25 and you use the word hitched? You from Butte? Me and my girl getting hitched. Going to have the wedding out there in the barn. You know, I figured she could get dressed up there in the loft. I'd stay down here next to the horses, you know. We ain't going to have no music. Don't want to spook anybody and any animals here in the barn, right? And then I'd consummate the relationship over there in that stack of shit. Just fucking knock her out right over there. Gotta just go over there, Cornhusker. Sorry. Let's stick with the fucking letter here. I've been dating her for 4 years. People usually get hitched. Where the hell am I? And because we've dated for a while and I live together, I already feel pressure from her and her family to pop the question. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, you know. You've been with her for 4 years in the middle of nowhere where they say hitched. I'm surprised they're not coming down there to have some sort of exorcism. Anyways, he says, I'm conflicted as I totally agree with you on the whole drafting in the first round idea. Oh, that's my whole theory. You don't want to wait to get married too long or else you're going to fucking, you know, all the good draft picks are gone. Or what you do is you pick up someone who's proven but has had a problem, like a Randy Moss type of chick, you know? Well, you know it's going to be good for a couple of seasons before she fucking tries to run over the mailman with the car or something. I don't know. He goes, I've had a great time with her family, and she does with mine. Dude, do you love this girl? He goes, although marriage is a scary concept to a young guy, it's not much more than the situation I'm currently living in with her. I probably have a Peyton Manning on my hands, and I can see my single friends holding out for a Shannon Sharpe or a Tom Brady in the 6th and 7th rounds, and it seems too risky. I see them chasing mediocre girls around while I'm going scuba diving and biking with my girl. However, I'm still a young guy. I haven't dated that many girls, and it seems like it would be fun to have random sex with some pretty ladies in my city. My girl is awesome, but I have a penis, thus the conflict. That's one of the truest things you'll ever hear. He goes, all right, I look forward to hearing your advice. Saw you kill it up in Boston, and you have more hair in your head than you think you do. Ah, isn't that nice? It's falling out by the day, by the second. All right, let's go back here. What does he say here? You know what, sir? You say a bunch of nice things about her, but I never hear you say that you're crazy about her or that you love her. You know? I think that was the biggest thing. I think maybe that's why you'd have more of a wandering eye rather than the fact that you just have a dick. If you love this girl, I would get married sooner rather than later. You know? Every guy that I know that ever got married and married the right one always said it's the smartest thing I ever did. All right? You don't want to grow up like me. All right? You don't want to still be out there drinking fucking whiskey, you know, looking like the owner of the bar rather than a patron. Yeah, look, you're asking me one of the most important decisions in your life. Who do I marry? Should I marry this person? I would ask myself these questions. Are you in love with this girl? Is this the one? Is this the mother of your kids? If the answer is yes, then by all means, get on with it. If the answer is no, then man up, break up with her, buy a fucking year's supply worth of condoms, and go have some fun. That's my advice. How was that, sir?